But you even
This is a handle that I made yesterday, and I'm going to show you how to attach it onto your teapot. You want to cut the base of your spout at an angle, and then the mouth of your spout at a different angle to create a good pour and a good attachment. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking at the surface of the teapot that I'm connecting the spout to. Danielle. I want to look and make sure that my spout is in line with my handle. That's important. Because when you're pouring, you want to have control and you don't want your liquid going everywhere. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making sure that there's a line there. Super important. Making sure that the top of my spout is taller than the top of my teapot. And that looks good. Now, before I attach it, I'm going to fix the top of the spout. If I attach it first and then fix it, then this could break and fall off. I'm cutting this at the opposite angle, and I want to pinch the spout so there's like a nice flow. Now I'm going to make sure that there's still a hole there. So what I'm going to do is still leaving enough room to scratch and attach. I'm looking through it and making sure that I can see through the hole in my spout. I also need to consider that this is going to be glazed, so there has to be enough room in there for the thickness of the glaze. That's something that sometimes we forget to think about. This clay back here, guys. You guys, there's...
I just like get my head on the cover, it's alright. It's all good.
I'm trimming the spout so I have equal width around the spout. That's a craftsmanship issue. It just looks better that way. I can also manipulate the form, the overall form of my spout by carving the outside. Again, I need to keep checking to make sure that the hole's open. So now at this point, there's all fun things that you can do with the spout. If you really want to carve your teapot and make it funky with like decoration, you can attach it now and you know, add sculptural details and add carving and all that. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to keep trimming my spout. So just the spout, even just alone, looks good. But you can stop at any time depending on how much detail you're going to add. You can create planes, you can make a smooth cylinder. Do it all with your fettling knife, holding it gently with your opposite hands. I kind of like the way that looks. So I decided that I'm going to stop here and attach my spout there. Again, I'm going to just double check. Make sure that it's lined up with my handle. And remember, this is like an organic form. So if your teapot's a little slanted to the side or whatever, doesn't matter. I'm scratching. James, can you hand me a needle tool? Thanks. I'm over scratching to make sure that there's enough room to attach my spout. Thank you. Now I'm going to trace the area that I'm going to be applying the spout, because I need to create a hole for the liquid to come out of my spout. somebody forgets it every once in a while. Just like that. You want to make sure that your both holes are big enough and that you have it kind of like lined up so you're not attaching your spout away from the hole that you cut. Okay. Now I'm going to add just a little slit. The inside of that circle. Not too much. And press. I'm going to create a coil. Because I can't coil the inside, I just want to coil the outside just to give it that extra strength. The next thing you want to do after you coil is you want to make sure while you're gone overnight that your spout doesn't, the weight of your spout doesn't cause your connection to break, and that your spout, you don't come in the next morning with your spout broken off, because that would stink. So the last thing you want to do is take some clay. You can even take like dry clay for this, or reclaimed clay. Clay that's not like brand new clay. Maybe even your scrap. Ball it up really well. And leave it like that overnight, so you know you come in the next day and it's going to stay. For the purpose of the demonstration, I didn't coil the opposite side, but that's something that you would have to do too. Thank you.